We are live here at Lambton College, home of the Lambton Lions, for OFSAA Girls AAA Basketball, the 2025 tournament. I'm Ian Linton. I've been here all weekend. I'm calling this game solo as we have a matchup between the Notre Dame Catholic Secondary School Cougars out of Ajax this time. Not the Notre Dame Fighting Irish that were here earlier. This is the Notre Dame Cougars taking on the St. Martin's Mustangs, who we saw play here yesterday. The Cougars are in the black and purple, and St. Martin's will be in the purple and white. As this is our consolation bracket. As these teams were unsuccessful yesterday, looking to get a victory on the board here. As we have tip-off now. And it will be Mustangs ball here. Now the Cougars driving down. That is number 5 for the Cougars. Nina Ladenas. Number 13 for the Mustangs. Here's number 15 for the Cougars. Gemma Cardina, number 15. Has the ball once again for the Cougars. Goes for the 2. Wide open there. The Mustangs will let the ball go out. Now the Mustangs driving down. No score here. We saw quarterfinals action earlier. This is the consolation bracket now. As we have a scoreless first minute. Both of these teams looking to get to the finals here in the consolation tournament. As we have semifinal action coming up later tonight, as well as the finals for the consolation bracket tomorrow. Tune in tomorrow at 10 a.m. live here from Lambton College. And tune in for that amazing 2 from the Mustangs. That was number 0, Debbie Bowdogun for the Mustangs. 30 for the 3, but that's not Steph Curry. That is Jolly Jones. And Mustangs are going to the line, number 13, Michelle Bismarck. We saw her go to the free throw line a few times yesterday. Her game here, the Mustangs were unsuccessful yesterday, looking for a victory here at Lambton College in the consolation bracket. And they may find their success as Bismarck gets the first shot, successful. The second, she goes 2 for 2 at the line. It is Cougars ball now. Fumbles it a little bit there, but number 15 fighting over the ball there. Like it has that golden ticket to the consolation finals. Great pass there. Great steal. Great skirmish going on down there in the paint for both teams, but it ends up for the Mustangs as we see a substitution for the St. Martin Mustangs. That is number 8, Ali's, Sunico. Great offensive drive here. Passes it for the 2. No, off the rebound. They cannot get it. And 1 for number 13 for the Cougars, Destiny Brooks. And it looks like her destiny to get this 3. She looks for the 3-point conversion here, if you will, the and 1. Great shoe brand, by the way. Goes up for the 3, does not get it. It is 4-2. Great defensive game so far, as we're just about 3 minutes into this game here in the consolation bracket of the OFSAA AAA Girls Basketball Tournament. Great rebound there from the Cougars. The Cougars in the black and purple, the Mustangs in the purple and white. Going for the 3, does not get it. The Mustangs off the rebound. Great steal there off the backboard. Great rebound there. Great pass wide open. That is number 3 for the Mustangs. Callie Hannon making the score 6-2. Great behind the back, but gets stolen. And that is Destiny Brooks. Only points for her team. And now it is St. Martin's ball. Great defensive effort there, but it goes in. That is number 13, Michelle Bismarck, once again. Making an 8-4 game for the Mustangs. 3, no good. Great defensive steal there. As we're going to the line again, I believe. Yes, we are. Number 15 for the Notre Dame Cougars. That is Gemma Cordonera. 2 shots here. The first one is good. Making it a 3-point game. The second shot is also good, making the score 8-6, 4. Still in the Mustangs' favor. Looking to drive here. The Cougars, great defensive play. That's exactly what they needed. But cannot convert there. Great stop for the Mustangs. As I was saying in some of the games earlier, as you look at the benches, there's a lot of depth on the benches here. And this can be helpful, especially for some of these teams that are traveling. Having more players available is very helpful to keep those teams fresh. Fumbles the ball there. Great pickup for the Cougars. And that is a 2 to tie up the game. Once again, for number 15, that is Cordonera. Number 5 for the Mustangs, Nina Medines. Great pass there. The Cougars lead for the first time in this game, but the Mustangs tie it right back up, making it 10-10, a highly contested game in this matchup in the consolation bracket. as a 3 attempt is no good, but off the rebound. Some great defense there. Going to the line for the Notre Dame Cougars. That is number 22, Taylon Warwick Booth. Off the rim on the first shot there. And the second attempt is no good. That's exactly what the Mustangs wanted, but the Cougars get it right back, but then the Mustangs steal it. And now the Cougars ball. Great defensive play right here. Going for the drive there. Travel. Nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday, but nothing beats 2 points in a basketball game. And you need those 2 points when it's such a close game, and it is 10-10. It's tied, but perhaps the Mustangs can make it. No. The Cougars, they're driving down. A little fumble there, but picks it right back up. Great, calm it down, calm those nerves. But wide open pass. Just a small mental mistake there. And a substitution for the Mustangs, trying to keep that lineup fresh here. Trying to move along in this tournament. It is win or go home in this consolation bracket. And you do not want to go home right now, but they will send this basket home. No. Rolls right off the rim. Crossing over, driving to the line. On the line right there is number 5 for the Cougars, Nina Ladines. The first shot goes in, taking the lead for the Cougars. Just a 1-point game, perhaps, though. Trying to make it 2. And she does not. But gets the rebound due the Cougars. And now makes it a 3-point game. Does Warwick Booth for the Cougars. And drives. But the Mustangs answer right back. It is a 1-point game. This is such a tightly contested game right here. Trying to cross over, trying to find an empty lane. Does not. Finds the backboard. 6 seconds left. The Mustangs need this, but it goes out of bounds. Time out called. The story right here is the Mustangs had a slight lead in the beginning, but the Cougars have just managed to get a 1-point lead. This is a tightly contested game. Some of these teams, they may feel that, you know what, we don't want to be in the consolation bracket, but we're going to give it our best, and we're going to go to the consolation finals, and we're going to win. So these teams have a chip on their shoulder, and both of these teams are showing it right now that they are determined to win. And it is a 13-12 game here at the OFSAA Girls AAA Basketball Tournament. Here live at Lambton College. We have games going on as well at home of the Fighting Irish, St. Patrick's High School. We're here all weekend long. This is the second day. I'm wired up, I'm fired up, and I'm ready to go as we are ending this time out here and going in to the end of the first period, or the first quarter, I should say, with 2 seconds to go. Just over 2 seconds to go, as it is Mustangs ball here. The the St. Martin Mustangs. The Cougars take it. 1 second left. Can't get a shot off. As the Cougars of Notre Dame in Ajax have a 1-point lead against the Mustangs. Here live at Lambton College for OFSAA Girls AAA Basketball. We will be back in just a moment. And we are back here at Lambton College for the OFSAA Girls AAA Basketball 2025 tournament, home of the Lambton Lions, home of OFSAA Girls AAA Basketball tournament. And we are live in the consolation bracket tournament here at Lambton College in a matchup between the Notre Dame Catholic Secondary School out of Ajax, Ontario, for the Cougars, and the St. Martin's Catholic Secondary School Mustangs out of Mississauga, as the Cougars have a 1-point lead in this tightly contested game. Now this is a consolation bracket here, so these teams might have a chip on their shoulder to really get to that consolation final. And it is out of bounds. And we are here, Mustangs ball. Refs having a discussion here. But the Mustangs bring the ball back in. And it is off the rim. Cougars ball. Cougars with the 1-point lead. Off the leg. Just trying to save the ball any way she can, but travel called. And the three is no good. We have some substitutions coming in for both teams, trying to get a fresh lineup as we are scoreless in just the first minute here of the second quarter between the Mustangs and the Cougars. The Cougars still hold on to a 1-point lead, but the Mustangs are in great position to score here as they're in the half of the Cougars. And looking to drive there. Wide open three is not made. Great rebound there by the Cougars. The Mustangs have not been able to get those rebounds in the paint where they need the most. Driving up to the paint, and it's out of bounds. It will be Mustangs ball. Mustangs and the Cougars just looking to get anything going here. And that will not go. We are scoreless in Sarnia in the second quarter. Here in the consolation bracket here. It's the Cougars. Some great offense here, some great play. Oh, keeps it in bounds. do the Mustangs. Driving number 13 for the Mustangs. Michelle Bismarck there going for the layup. No. Fighting over the ball. Great steal there for the Mustangs. And they get it right back. Does number 1. Needs to get a shot off though. Wide open 3 for number 3. Callie Hannon cannot get the 3 there, but we do get 2 substitutions for the Mustangs. This is really important, as we saw in some of the other games. Some of the fatigue can cause injuries and mental mistakes, and you need to keep those lineups fresh, and we're seeing that here for the Mustangs especially. But what we're not seeing is any baskets scored, as we're almost 3 minutes into this. We're 2.5 minutes in, and we have not seen any scores, but the Cougars are looking to change that. But it's Mustangs ball here. Driving up the court here. Great pass there. Great steal. Ball is out of bounds though, however. Cannot hold on to it. We're seeing a substitution here for the Cougars. And a substitution for the Mustangs. Just trying to get a lineup change, trying to get anything going in way of scoring here. As it is a 12-13 game, but that was the score going into this quarter. Changing that, though, is number 15 for the Cougars. Just as I say that, Gemma Codenera. Making it 15-12 for the Cougars, but going to the foul line here. That is number 0 for the Mustangs, Debbie Balogun. Gets 1 for 2 there, making it a 2-point game for the Mustangs. And the Cougars looking to get that lead back up once again. Going for 3, does not get it. We've seen a total of 3 points scored this entire quarter so far. Great moves there. Wide open 3 off the rim, does not get it, but great offensive rebound. Going for a 3 of her own, does not get that one either. Wide open. These defenders are leaving the Mustangs wide open. Great rebounds. We're seeing some great rebounds, but great steal, I should say. And great drive there, but it looks like we're going to the foul line for the Cougars. That is number 5, Nina Medines. Going to the line here. First one is no good. The second shot here to make it a 3-point lead is good. 16-13. Will this get the offense going for the Cougars? But the Mustangs have the ball right now, and they really need to get something going in this quarter, only scoring 1 point off of a free throw. And it is too short there. It is Cougars ball as they look to drive down the court here. Really extend the lead. We saw the Mustangs yesterday. They had some tough losses. They had a tough loss here at Lambton College. But they're really looking to get some retribution here in the consolation finals. But the Cougars are looking to stop that, as it is 1-1 right now. For Nina Ladines, as it is 1-2 at this go at the line. Great play there for the Mustangs, Debbie Balagun. Making it a 2-point game, but the Cougars driving to the basket. Number 30 for the Cougars, Jolly Jones. And defense. The defense right there just swarming her as we see a substitution for the Mustangs. The St. Martin Mustangs. We haven't seen a whole lot of scoring this quarter. But we see a score attempt right there, but it is no good. Great rebound by the offense. Need to get a shot away soon, though. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Just throwing something up does not go in as the Cougars get it, and they get out of bounds. Sometimes when you're running and you have that ball, you can't tell where you are right now. And sometimes you just let your foot slip out of bounds. And sometimes you let a three attempt let a three attempt slip right past you, but no, they do right here. But that one just slips out of bounds. We have a substitution, and we have 2 minutes left to go in this quarter here, as it is a 19-15 game in favor of the Notre Dame Cougars. This is the Notre Dame Cougars out of Ajax. Great. Just trying to get the ball away there, but however, the Mustangs steal it and almost makes them pay, but not quite. It will be Cougars ball. This has been a low-scoring game compared to some of the games that we've had so far. Been a very defensive game. With 2 minutes left to go, it is 15-19. It was 13-12 in favor of the Cougars coming into this quarter. It is 19-15 for the Cougars, just with a 4-point lead. It is not too far out of reach for the Mustangs, who are looking to come back into this game with a 2 like that, and it goes in. That is number 8, Elise Sunako. Kick ball there. Goes out of bounds for the Mustangs, and it will be Cougars ball. Substitution. That's what I was saying earlier, just keeping your teams fresh. so you don't get fatigued. This is their third game of this tournament. It's a winner go home situation, and that will go home with the 3. Extending the lead there. I believe that was number 30. Jolly Jones. Great 3 there, extending the lead. For the Cougars, 5 points. With just over 40 seconds to go, the Mustangs can still close the gap here, as it's only 5 points. They're leaving the offense wide open. Will not help them though, as the Cougars get the rebound. Offensive foul there called on the Cougars. Some frustration there. As I said though, it is a win or go home game in the consolation bracket. We're going to see some frustration here. We didn't see the clock here starting, so they're going back. Maybe this will help the Mustangs just regain themselves. Great 3 attempt there. No good. The Mustangs needed that, but the Cougars just take it away. 6 seconds left to go, and the ball goes out of bounds. 4 seconds. Mustangs need a last second shot. The Cougars take it away. And that will take us away into halftime as the Notre Dame Catholic Secondary School out of Ajax Cougars lead 22-17 in this close game in the consolation bracket over the St. Martin Catholic Secondary School Mustangs out of Mississauga. 22 Cougars, 17 Mustangs, live here at Lambton College as a part of the weekend of OFSAA Girls AAA Basketball 2025, live here at Lambton College. We'll be back shortly. We are live here at Lambton College for OFSAA Girls AAA Basketball 2025, live here in Sarnia, Ontario, here at Lambton College, home of the Lambton Lions, and home of this great game between the Notre Catholic Secondary School Cougars out of Ajax and from Mississauga, the St. Martin Catholic Secondary School Mustangs. Cougars leading 17-22. We saw a great defensive game so far. The second quarter was pretty defensive, but the Cougars had a late scoring session there. The last 2 minutes. The Cougars are starting here, looking to get going. We'll see how these teams do coming from halftime. Making a great offensive drive right here. Ball tipped away. And it's Cougars ball as we head into the second half here. The Cougars were showing some late offense there and a great three attempt. This is the consolation bracket, win or go home, and none of these teams want to go home, but they want to go to the paint and go for the two. Do the Mustangs. They do not get the basket there, but they will go to the foul line. That is number 0, Debbie Balagan, for the Mustangs. The first one is no good, but still one more attempt to go, as they have now just 4 points to crawl back from, as the second one is good. Great crossover there. Number 15, and a three is no good. Ball kicked out by the Cougars. Mustangs ball. The Mustangs are looking to come back. We'll see how they do coming from halftime. Both of these teams, as the Mustangs almost looking like a bit of a different team right now, in a good way. They're looking great offensively, but they need to get this shot off. They had a wide open three attempt, thought about it, but it goes down to the paint. Sometimes those three attempts are not worth the risk, however. You may think, you know what, 3 points, that's more than 2, but they're harder shots to make. So sometimes if you know you're good in the paint, that's where you're going to go. Ball almost goes out of bounds, saves it. Nothing but the rim there. And it is a fight for the ball there. And it will be Mustangs ball in their own half. A little bit of a fumble there, but recovers. Great pass here. Wide open three. Rolls off. Fighting for the ball there. Gets it right back up. And that is 2 for the Mustangs. That was number 13, Michelle Bismarck, who's been scoring a lot today for the Mustangs, making it a 2-point game. A very close game here for the Cougars and the Mustangs, but the Cougars are going to the line to try and get that lead right back up. Great attempt there, but no good on the first free throw. Second attempt to make it a 3-point lead is good. Mustangs need to cut down this lead here to stay in this game. They don't want to let the Cougars get too far ahead. And with this 3 attempt, they may not. If they get the 3, they tie the game. But Cougars off the rebound. Driving up the court here. Cougars ball. 3 to make it a 6-point game. Tip ball out of bounds. It is Cougars ball here. Going to the outside, driving in the paint, fumbles it, needs to get a shot away in 5 seconds, and she does, but it goes off the rim. The Cougars cannot get anything going. Cougars just cannot seem to get anything going right now, as the Mustangs are just chipping away at that lead, making it a 3-point game. And driving to the basket. And no good here. But going to the line for the Mustangs is Debbie Balagun. Debbie, only grade 10. You see with some of these teams, they have a mix of all grades here. Substitution for the Mustangs. Mustangs ball. As it is now a 2-point game. This one shot is made by Debbie earlier. Going for maybe a 3. They need to get anything away right now. Travel called. Cougars ball. Travel called there. Cougars ball. We're seeing some tight defense here by the Mustangs. 2-point game. The Cougars can't afford to let this slip away, and they're looking to extend the lead. And this may help them as they're going to the free throw line. Is number 30, Jolly Jones. She's been a great scorer for the Cougars so far this game. As first attempt is no good. Second attempt is good, however. And we have 2 substitutions. Cougars now with a 3-point lead. But the Mustangs are down, but not out. But it seems like every time they just get within 1 or 2, the Cougars extend the lead. But the Mustangs looking to cut into that lead, perhaps tie the game. But perhaps they just need to get any shot away right now as 3 seconds left. Shot blocked. It is Cougars ball. As they could not get a shot away in time. sometimes you can't find anything, and it's better to just let the clock run out rather than take a sloppy shot and let the defense take it over. Great shot selection there, but no good. Great rebound by the Mustangs. Driving up the court, loses it. A great recovery, wide open three. They need this, but they do not get it as the Cougars still have a 3-point lead. That's why they took that 3 opportunity, and the Mustangs get it right back. The Cougars cannot afford a turnover and cannot afford for the Mustangs to score, which they do. Another point by Debbie Balagun. Another 2 points, making it a 1-point game. The Cougars, every time also they get a lead, they kind of let the Mustangs just get back into it. And that's what they're doing here, and they cannot afford to do that, as the Mustangs have an opportunity. Debbie Balagun to the line, and a substitution. This is the opportunity for the Mustangs to take the lead for the first time since the first quarter. And they tie the game. Debbie Balagun, 1 for 1 at this trip to the line. Number 2 is good, and the Mustangs take a 1-point lead over the Cougars. But the Cougars look to answer right back. And we have another trip to the foul line here, due to a trip to number 5, Nina Ladinez. She's been to the free throw line before this game. And the first attempt is not successful. The second attempt, however, is tying the game. This is a close one here in the consolation bracket here at Lambton College. Leaves her wide open. Defender quickly gets there, however. Great defensive fight. Struggle for the ball. You can really tell it is a win or go home game, as none of these teams are willing to let the other team get away with a lead. As we have timeout from both of these teams, and we will be right back. And we are just coming off a timeout here at Lambton College, home of the Lambton Lions, in the third quarter in this game between the St. Martin Mustangs and the Notre Dame Cougars. This is Notre Dame out of Ajax, different from Notre Dame out of Welland, who we saw earlier. As it is a tie game, Cougars ball, our Mustangs ball, trying to get a lead over the Cougars here. Shot clock violation there. Cougars ball could not get a clean shot away and just let the clock run out. This has been quite the defensive game here. by the Cougars. Great struggle there from both teams. And it is Mustangs' ball, driving down the line, stolen away. Great drive there from number 26. Lamaya Watts Leduc for the Mustangs. And great throw there. Height coming into play. Wide open 3 attempt is no good. We still have a tie ball game here. But Cougars ball, they're looking to change that. Driving down the line. 2 points. Going for the free throw. Going to the foul line, a substitution for the Mustangs. Seeing a lot of free throw attempts. This will give the Cougars the lead here. And it is the lead, Nina Ladines, for the Cougars. Make it a 1-point game. And makes it still a 1-point game. The Mustangs, however, look to take the lead back. Wide open 2. No. Cougars ball. Driving down in the paint. Three, no good. Wide open 3 is no good. Everyone wants that ball. And the Mustangs will get it. Substitution for the Mustangs. The Mustangs here looking to score. Great position to score in the half of the Cougars. Needs to get a shot away. It is wide. Driving to the paint, however. Wide open 3, gets it. Gives the Cougars a 4-point lead now. Great steal there by the Cougars. Catches up to it. Layup attempt is no good. They need to get something away. Do the Mustangs. And great defense there. Cannot get anything away as we go into the third. We go into the fourth from the third. 29-25 for the Notre Dame Cougars over the St. Martin Mustangs. We're going into the fourth quarter here between the Notre Dame Cougars and the St. Martin Mustangs here in consolation bracket. Win or go home here at Lambton College for OFSAA Girls AAA basketball. Cougars have a 4-point lead. This has been a tightly contested game. The Cougars just slightly getting away with the lead at the end of the third. but she does not get away with the ball there as it is Mustangs ball. Driving down are the Mustangs, looking to cut that lead down. It's only a 4-point lead, so it is very doable early on. They do not want to let this one get away, and they just might with that one as the Cougars are driving down. That was number 5 for the Cougars once again, Nina Ladines. She has been a scoring machine for the Cougars, making it a 6-point game. As the Mustangs, great defensive stop there from the Cougars. This is looking like a whole new Cougars from the start of the third quarter. The Mustangs do not want to let this slip away, do not want to let this get into double-digit territory. It just might, though, if the Cougars keep this up and going to the free throw line once again is number 22, Taylin Warwick Booth. We saw her at the free throw line earlier on in the game in the first quarter. Going for shot number 1. Off the rim. Still has a chance to make this a 7-point lead. And she does not. Great rebound by the Mustangs. Driving to the hoop. Does not get it there. Going for the 3. Does not get it. Cougars ball once again, looking to extend their lead. Great crossover there. Will she get it? No, she does not, but great rebound there. Great pickup there from number 13 for the Cougars. That was number 13, Destiny Brooks once again. And she is making it her destiny to go to the consolation finals for her team, for the Cougars. And the Cougars get another defensive stop right then, right there. And they need that as they're only leading by 7 points with so much time to go in the fourth quarter. And the Mustangs have shown flurries of offense here, and they can get it. They can get it right back, but double defense there for the Cougars, making it difficult. That is a violation there. 3 minutes on the key. Making it Mustangs ball. Mustangs need to really drive down here and get some more points on the board. Defense leaving wide open. Great defensive steal though, however. Cougars driving right back. Still, it's an 8-point game. Great shot there. Mustangs ball, however. They want to cut down this lead because if they're going to do that, they need to do it quick. And that does not help them, however, with a rebound by the Cougars, number 22 once again. And Mustangs ball. We've seen here in this quarter, the Mustangs seem to get something going, and then the Cougars just fight right back. But there's been quite a few turnovers from both teams. So we'll see how this goes for the Mustangs here. As they look open 3. Those haven't really been working for her this game. Even though it was a wide open 3. But they have another opportunity to get it right back. Great teamwork there. Wide open. Takes the 3. Does number 7. But off the rebound. And an and. 1 for number 13. Once again, Michelle Bismarck. 2 points there. That will definitely help her team here. makes it a 5-point lead now for the Cougars. The Mustangs are coming right back. They're charging right back. But here, charging to the basket is the Cougars, bringing up the score once again by 7 points. Here we go for the Mustangs. Great pass there. Great teamwork there. And that is a layup by number 13. Once again, Michelle Bismarck. She has been a scoring machine for this team. And the Cougars, great layup attempt there. The Mustangs needed that. The Mustangs needed that stop, needed that turnover. And she is running to the basket. And they're fighting for the ball there. It is a 5-point game with 4 minutes to go. Just over 4 minutes to go. It is anyone's game, anyone's guess who will win this game in the consolation bracket. Timeout called with 4 minutes to go. We've seen the Mustangs and the Cougars just go back and forth here. The Cougars have a slight lead though, but it's only 5 points, only a 5-point lead. With 4 minutes to go, we can definitely see the Cougars take a more substantial lead, or we can see the Mustangs come back from this. We'll see how this goes. Coming off a timeout here, live at Lambton College, home of the Lambton Lions for OFSAA Girls AAA Basketball 2025 here in Sarnia, Ontario. Also games going on right now at St. Patrick's High School, home of the Fighting Irish. And both of these teams are fighting right now in the consolation bracket. Win or go home. Mustangs, Cougars, Cougars going to the basket. That was Destiny right there, fighting hard for that rebound. Cougars with the steal. Cougars with the layup. No, with the rebound. No, no, she cannot get it. They cannot get it. The Mustangs are there. The Mustangs are swarming. And the Cougars cannot get a shot to go, but they finally do. Once again, that was number 13, Destiny Brooks. And the Cougars are just letting this slip away just ever so slightly. 7 points. They need to get this here, and they do not. They do not get it here. But in bounds are the Cougars. Save it. 7 gets the 3. That was number 7, Ashlyn James for the St. Martin Mustangs here with just over 3 minutes to go. It is a 5-point game. Never mind. It is a 2-point game now. It is a 7-point game with 2 added on the board. I'm getting flustered because this is such a back and forth game by the Cougars and the Mustangs. Winner stays. Loser goes home. But there are no losers here. Everyone is a true winner for giving their heart for OFSAA, making it here to OFSAA Girls AAA Basketball. This is the consolation bracket. Who will win this game? It is still too close to call, but maybe the Cougars can put it just out of reach, and they do not because the Mustangs are there getting the rebounds, and it goes out of bounds. It is Mustangs ball. 6 points separate these teams. The Mustangs need to score. A little bit of mistake there, but they catch it up. They need to get a shot away. Someone needs to shoot, but they cannot. That's the Cougars steal. And the Cougars are driving, but the defense is right there. And off the rebound. No, the Mustangs do not get the ball. Wide open 3 attempt is missed. It goes out of bounds to minutes to go. 6 points separate this game. This is another nail biter here between the St. Martin Mustangs and the Notre Dame Cougars. What a game we are having here at Lambton College for OFSAA Girls AAA Basketball 2025. And that one is not alive. That shot does not go. But will this one? Who knows? This is a 3, and it goes in for the Mustangs, making it a 3-point game. Driving down out of bounds are the Cougars. Mustangs ball. 3 points separate them in a tie game. This is very possible to still make it back. It was looking bleak just earlier in this quarter, but the Mustangs are looking to come back. The Cougars need that defense as the bench is cheering, but the defense is there. The defense stops the Mustangs. It is Cougars ball here with just over a minute to go, a minute 20 left. This is the consolation bracket here at Lambton College. Driving are the Notre Dame Cougars to stay in this tournament. The Mustangs, however, do not want to go home and will not let them. Tight defense there. The shot clock, 10 seconds left. They're really pressuring on defense, trying to take that ball away and trying to not have their chance at the consolation finals taken away from them. The consolation tournament. If all the games are like this, we are going to see some amazing action, but great rebound there from the Cougars. 45 seconds left to go. The Cougars need a 3 to stay alive. The Mustangs need a 3 to stay alive. The Cougars. Great shot there, but it is blocked and taken away by number 24 by the Cougars, number 24, Mary Atakamni. This has been an amazing game so far. 28 seconds left to go. 3 points separate these teams. The Mustangs are down by 3. Out of bounds after a great block by number 24 for the Cougars. The Mustangs need this. They are in scoring position though. The defense needs to pressure the offense of the Mustangs here. Keep them at bay. The Cougars here are probably looking to score 2 at least, just to give them a bit more breathing room, as there's only 28 seconds left, and that will really put pressure on the Mustangs. And with pressure, sometimes in these high pressure situations, they will make mental mistakes. And we see that in tournament settings, especially win or go home. And this is the consolation bracket, and it is win or go home. And neither of these teams want to go home. 28 seconds left in this game. 3 points separate these teams. And the Mustangs have the ball. Wide open 3 is taken, but it is off the rim. The Cougars really need to just hold the ball here. But they will take the foul. That was smart by the St. Martin Mustangs to stop them from driving, take away that time, as the Cougars are looking to waste as much time as they do not have the shot clock to worry about, as there's only 17 seconds left. but this will help the Mustangs driving to the net off the backboard. Great catch there, and it is a tussle in the key for the ball. It is Cougars ball with 4 seconds left. We'll see how this goes. The Mustangs need a miracle here. That was to give them a foul, bring them to the line. Now what the Mustangs do not want here is a risk, as the Mustangs do not want them to score. That is number 15 who has been to the line already tonight, Gemma Cordonera. She does not make the first attempt. It's still a 3-point game. Now a 4-point game with 4 seconds left. The Mustangs need anything that they can, but it is just out of reach. And the Notre Dame Cougars are moving on in the consolation tournament, but no one should hang their heads. This was just an amazing game from both teams, tightly contested right here at the end at Lambton College for OFSAA Girls AAA Basketball 2025. Stay tuned as we have more consolation bracket action coming right up. But congratulations to both teams as the Notre Dame Cougars move on.